I have been trying for 20 minutes to get a decent angle, and this is as good as it's gonna get, and we're gonna accept that. Like, this is the best I can do. Yeah. That's great. That's what we're going with. Why do I even fucking film intros? I fucking hate it here. I fucking hate it here. What's up, YouTube? It's me coming from my floor because this is the only angle that doesn't look like complete ass. So today I decided to switch it up and do a standalone review. Is it called a standalone review? For two reasons. One, I put on a full face of makeup today and I was not letting that go to waste. No, go ahead, keep grooming yourself. That's fine. You know what? That's fine. And two, because this book has had me so fucked up that I haven't been able to stop thinking about it since I finished it a week ago. And that book is The Troop by Nick Cutter. So if you don't know what The Troop is about, it follows a group of Boy Scouts, and every year their scoutmaster, a guy named Tim, takes them on this weekend camping trip to an island off the coast of Canada. From the very beginning of the book, we've been told the troop has been together since the boys were all about 5 years old. Their scoutmaster is the local doctor, and you get the sense very early on that this is a group with a lot of shared history. However, things go awry when a stranger finds his way onto the island. Now, this dude is skinny, like emaciated. Like, one look at him and you can tell something is clearly wrong with this guy. In addition to appearing starved, he also acts starved, eating everything he can get his hands on, even non-food items. Scoutmaster Tim, being a doctor, obviously feels compelled to help this man and invites him into the cabin, and our plot kicks off from there. And as we soon find out, whatever disease this man has that is causing him to look and behave this way is very contagious. And these boys will have to fight for survival and go beyond any limit that they thought they had. This book is categorized as horror, and while that is accurate, I underestimated how horrific it actually was going to be. I mean, I saw people online on BookTube talking about, oh my god, The Troop is terrifying. It's horrific. It's disgusting. Like, yeah, whatever. BookTube overhypes things all the fucking time. I should have fucking listened. This shit is fucking for real. It is incredibly fucked up. There were times that I found that I had to put this book down and take a break and like just walk away because it was becoming like a little bit too much. I had people tell me not to try and eat anything while reading this. I did not listen, and I regretted that pretty quickly. This book has a lot of moving parts. It has body horror, it has a contagion element, it has government conspiracy, it has a survival element. But I think what really makes this book stand out, at least for me, is the character work. Nick Cutter does an amazing job writing these characters in such a way that they come to life and feel real. These boys feel like they could be kids from your neighborhood, kids that you know personally. You will get very attached to these characters, and by the end, you're gonna wish that you hadn't. I mean, I expected this book to scare me, at least on some level. What I did not expect was for this book to have me literally sobbing. I mean, sitting there, my eyes so full of tears that I couldn't even see the page anymore. Nick Cutter does not shy away from killing his character, and he doesn't shy away from doing it in the most horrific ways imaginable. It's also worth noting that there is a mixed media element to this book. In the acknowledgements, Nick Cutter mentions that he drew a lot of inspiration from Carrie by Stephen King, and that definitely comes through in the book, especially when we get newspaper articles and trial transcripts from afterwards that slowly give us clues and feed us information about what exactly happened on that island. This book is very cohesive and very fast-paced. I read it in less than a week, which if you know me, you know how amazing that is. I would recommend this to horror readers that want a book that is truly terrifying. However, I cannot emphasize enough. Please look up content or trigger warnings for this book. I went into this book not knowing a whole lot about it, not looking up any trigger warnings or content warnings. I thought I would be fine. I'm not someone that has a lot of triggers, and this was a lot even for me. I finished this book and spent days feeling depressed and hopeless afterwards. And like, I was never gonna feel happy again after reading this book. Like, if you're already into extreme horror, you might be okay. However, if you're like me and your experience with the horror genre has mostly been mainstream, I would definitely err on the side of caution and check out some content warnings, because I did not believe people when they said this book was intense, and it was. I've tried to keep this review as spoiler-free as I could. If you do want a spoiler-filled review of The Troop, let me know down in the comments. You can also comment if you want more standalone reviews from me, or if you have recommendations for books like The Troop. This is a 5-star read for me. I initially gave it, I think, 4 stars. Due to how disturbing I found certain parts of this book and how much it affected me. Once I had sat with this book for a couple of days, though, I decided to bump up my rating because all the elements, because all of the elements that I had found so disturbing to the point where I was bawling my eyes out were all by design. It was supposed to upset me. It was supposed to disturb me, and it did that. This book is supposed to disturb you. It's supposed to upset you. You're not supposed to be the same person finishing it as you were when you started it. So in that respect, it did what it set out to do. All right, that's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.